Hey guys, Luke here, and we're here to do episode 3 of my career mode series titled The Boss. The aim of this is to, win every league that I'm in, try and play in a different league every season, and or a different team, and yeah, like I said, win the league. So there's going to be 3 games in this one, starting off with Perth Glory, and this is the first few league games of the A-League, so previous episode, go back and watch that. That was all the pre-season stuff, now into the main season. So we're going to be playing games against Perth at home, away at Newcastle, like Newcastle Jets in Australia, and another home game at Adelaide, versus Adelaide I should say. So here's the Perth Glory lineup. So it's not a bad lineup. I am familiar with the A-League, but I'm not familiar with the A-League. It's hard to explain, but yeah. So we're sticking with the 4-4-2 from our last pre-season game. It worked very well then, and I see no reason to change it. The only thing is that David Williams' injury has brought Danzukic, or however you pronounce it, Duganzic, I think is actually how you pronounce it. And so he puts a little ball here through to Damien Duff. And Damien Duff, the former Chelsea man, I think he might play for Fulham too, something like that. But he scores the first goal for Melbourne City, as well, the newly rebranded Melbourne City. I don't know, it's not the official first goal, but it's the first goal of the season at least. So they've got the ball here through Sydney, who's sort of just stuffing around here. We really should do a better job of getting away here, but Yusuf Hersey, he scores to make it 1-1. Former Western Sydney man. It seems a little bit strange seeing him in Perth colours, but it was going to happen, I suppose. So at half time, it's 1-1 with goals to Damien Duff and Hersey. Then we'll jump straight into the 59th minute. Just a quick goal kick, or a little pass, I should say. We've got Danzukic on the ball here, chips it over to Villa. Villa just has enough strength here. It's what I was saying in the last episode. You can just tell the difference between, the 80 rated, 81 rated, up against like 60 rated defense. I never really have experienced that before, because most of the time I've been playing get like 80 rated versus 80 rated. But yeah, so 2-1 up. Then we got David Villa on the ball here, and what a free kick! What a free kick that one is! Just an excellent free kick, and that was my first free kick, I should say. Here's a replay of it. Now I'm not going to try and claim I'm some like free kick master, but I don't know, FIFA 15, I just feel like I've got it down pat. Doesn't seem that hard to me. So maybe it's just like that for everybody, but we'll have to wait and see. So 3-1 up here, we're on the attack again. We've got Marino, who came on as a sub. He's a 51 rated player or something. And he gets brought down in the box. So we have a penalty. David Villa to complete his hat-trick. And he does. There's his third goal. Takes us up to 4-1. So really, really top-notch performance of David Villa, as you would expect. And if you haven't seen the other video, the pre-season one, so episode 2, go back and watch that. You'll see that David Villa is actually there full-time. And then right in the 90th minute, we just got a cheap turnover with Hoffman, who's our right back. We went on counter-attack as they were pushing hard for some reason. I don't know why they'd be pushing hard at this stage, but they were. And yeah. So here's, all the man of match sort of stuff. I think I'll do like a player of the month. Oh, sorry, player of the episode. And I won't pick it out like beforehand. I'll just pick it as I see it in the video. So we're going to take on the Jets. And it should be a pretty good game. We're away from home, so it's our first away game. It's our second game of the season. Newcastle, I'm not sure like how good their side is. The only player I really know is David Carney, and he's playing left back for them. I remember him from his Sydney FC days. I don't think he's that good anymore, so I don't know. There's no real area to exploit for me because I don't really know the players enough. But Redmayne here comes out and collects the ball. I found that corners seem a little bit shitty. Well, they're really hard to score from. You just bring the keeper out nearly every time and good to go. And we did it right there through Redmayne, our 59 rated keeper. And we got Aaron Moy here, just using the trigger, little speed boost sort of thing, or change of direction. And it left a gap there. I think it was Duganzic who made a little run there, drew away the last defender, and we went through on goal untouched really. So 1-0 up here. Should have been 1-1 there. Forget who it was for them, but some really poor defending from us. But luckily we didn't get made to pay here. But David Villa on the ball here, just got to beat the keeper. Doesn't do that. Takes it out a little bit too wide, but just squares it in for Ramsey, who had an open goal, and should have been 2-0. I mean, really, it should have been 2-1 at halftime. But you know what? I'll take 1-0. It's still the good performance is there, and that's what we want. So David Villa gets taken down. There is 2 things worth noting here. You'll soon know in a sec here. So David Villa, boom, top right hand corner, no chance. I don't think any goalkeeper in the world would have saved that one. What a free kick. So I was tooting my own horn about free kicks just before there, and that just backs it up. 2 from 2, Davavia. And also it's worth noting that they also got a yellow card there. I forget who the player was, but he was a centre back, so keep an eye out for that. So up to 0 here. They brought on some subs, you can still see it in the corner. We brought on Madoka and we took off Corin, or whatever his name is, the Hull City dude. But they scored through Geronimo Newman. And yeah, 2-1. Have to be a little bit careful here, but we don't want to drop off too much. And then Davavia he doesn't get taken down, but still a shitty challenge. It was worthy of a yellow card, and that was the same dude who had a yellow card before, so he picks up a red, and that should seal the game for us, really. There is a free kick there. We didn't score, but as a result, here's the goal kick, so they're taking it. The Geronimo dude's there. He couldn't get a head onto it. So Villa on the ball to Ramsey up the left wing. He's probably the fastest player in our side, Ramsey. I think he's got like 90 pace or so. And here we are exploiting the extra man. Madoka, who we brought in as a sub, as a centre mid. He's a really good player. He came in and he didn't score himself, but it's pretty much his goal. So here, Davavia got man of the match again, I think. I believe he got man of the match in the first one. If not, he would have been close. So a pretty strong performance. As you can see here, we got the Manager of the Month award, which we should coast this league if everything goes well. We got a strong side. I think I'm a pretty decent player. Yeah, we should go nearly undefeated. So we signed a few little youth players there. Like I said in one of the previous episodes, any players we have, you know, it's an improvement really. You look at Davavia is 81 rated, and he's miles better than anything we've got in the A League. So, and it's really, if we can get anybody in the 70s or anything, that's pretty good for us. So here's the last game of the episode. Taking on Adelaide United. We're at home again, so we're 2 from 2 to start the A League. Hopefully we can go 3 for 3. So play it back to the goalkeeper, and that's one thing that I've really improved on over the last few FIFAs, is being able to use the goalkeeper a little bit, like passing back. I'll get back to that in a second, but we see Duganzic just goes through and just rockets at home into the left hand corner. In previous FIFAs I probably would have tried to like cut back in or do something stupid there, but thought we had enough pace to make it. And then Duganzic, another one, just let it go through the legs, and stupidly enough they go in for a slide tackle. Never gonna work, and it just made it a lot easier for us to score our second goal, and Duganzic in particular to score his second goal. Yeah, so I was saying before, playing back to the goalkeeper. When I'm under pressure, you know, play it back to the goalkeeper and clear it. It's a lot easier than just stuffing around with the back, well, with the backs. So it should have been 2-1 right there. I didn't see who it was, but he had like an afro, so it's worth noting, I suppose. Got Corin here. I'll try to play it up to Villa a little bit earlier, but they sort of did a little tackle. But it all worked out here. 3-0. Davavia picks up his 5th goal for the season, so he's got 5 goals in these 3 games. So pretty good record here for Villa, and I think he'll be the key to our success this year. I mean, it's easier to say because he's best player in the league by miles, but really, we need him to stay fit. I do think that, you know, we can win games without him for sure, but if he's out for a significant amount of time towards the final series, we're done. So we go into the 61st minute here, a shitty clearance there, and I was one of those things where on this game I try to spam it. I'm used to it, same with heading and all that sort of stuff. You go to kick the ball and they don't do it. So Redmayne had a really good game, but Davavia once again picked up man of the match, so he is the player of the episode. Leave in the comments who the player of the episode was in your opinion. And also, like I say, it's come to end the video. If you enjoyed the video, I'd like to ask you to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and hopefully check out my other videos. That'd be really cool. And we're just going to leave it showing you some like scouting reports and that sort of stuff. And yeah, I'll see you for the next one, guys. Bye.